Good morning, Madrid. Well, it's great to be back to another edition of South Summit. Those of you that have been following us probably realize this is the third time we're here at La Nave. We're very proud of being here. It's probably the best venue we've had since the beginning. You know, a lot of things change all the time, and people wonder whether life's getting better or life's getting worse. And it really depends on the time and what you're doing and the time of the year. But one thing that everybody seems to agree on is that the South Summit is bigger and better every year. So let me not take any more of our time and start with our program. We have an amazing program for the next 3 days. And what a better way to start this program with an introduction to a gentleman that is going to talk to us about the fastest growing fintech, not in Europe, but in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Val Schultz from Revolut.
Hi everyone. So basically, Revolut started around 3 years ago with 3 simple things. So you could go abroad and spend fee-free. You can send money for free internationally, and you can exchange it always with the interbank exchange rate. That's basically the same rate as big banks are getting, and it saved consumers up to 5–6% compared to traditional banks and exchange bureaus. Since then, we started growing quite quickly. We raised over 300 million, now have a headcount over 500 people, and have over 2.5 million users. We're on track to hitting 3 million users at the end of the year, and we have a very punchy goal in the next 5 years, which is basically 100 million users worldwide. Our active user base is increasing to 350,000 people a day, and over 1.5 million people on every month. Our transaction value increased to nearly $3 billion every month, and overall we have over 25 billion now processed on our platform. So what are we doing? Essentially what we're offering is a radically better account, and what that means is we offer a free current account, and not just in one currency, but in multiple currencies. So far you can get your unique IBAN in European Union, as well as a free UK current account. Also, you can hold your money in over 24 currencies. And we will see later what this actually means when we're expanding to new countries for you, and how this increases actually your value proposition. Additionally, we are offering multiple cards per account, and this is quite useful for multiple reasons. So for example, you can have a spare card in case you lose it while traveling. You could give a card to your kids or to your family. Also, you can use virtual cards for online transactions. How this works is actually we have disposable cards. So whenever you use that card online, we generate a new card number for you and delete the old one. So actually, it's very hard to steal your card details online. Also, what we added is a lot of security controls, that you can freeze and unfreeze a card in case you forget it. You can also have location-based security, so we're tracking how you move along, and if people trying to make ATM withdrawals or payments in a location which is not close to your own. And we give you also control about every other security feature that you might want, like if you can use your card for ATM withdrawals, if you can use it for online transactions, and so on. The next thing is basically we obviously offer the standard banking features like direct debits, but what's personally really exciting for me is our integration of standing orders. So how this works is actually we have multi-currency recurring payments. So for example, I live in the UK, but I'm originally from Vienna. So every month I get my salary in pounds, but then I can automatically transfer money back to my Austrian bank account in euros. And the beauty of it is that I can specify how much euros I want to transfer, and the conversion happens automatically every day, I think on the 26th of the month. And that's basically like how we offer like traditional banking services, and now what we're gonna do like in order to get better than like our traditional banks. So essentially like when you use often traditional banks, you don't have actually control over your money, of your finances. And what we added is basically instant payment notifications. So whenever you make a payment, you get a push notification and you're aware of how much you spent today, if actually the payment went through, and so on. But this is not enough. We also automatically categorize all your spending. We group it into categories and give you very neat analytics so you see where your money actually goes in real time. And this is not enough. You can also add a budgeting control. So let's say if your budget is 100 or like 1,000 euros a month, you can easily set it up and we inform you how well you're doing, if you're likely to hit your budget, or if you need to decrease your spending. The other feature that I personally really love is like that you can easily round up your spare change and just save it in a vault. So how this works is actually, whenever you use your card, we take like, let's say you spend €3.50 on a coffee, we take the 50 cents, round it up to €4, and then we lock it away in your savings account. You can even multiply this by 2 or even 10 to save faster. And this basically allows you to save without any effort. You don't even think about it. At the end of the year, you look at your account and like, wow, there's like 1,000 euros. I didn't even know that I saved so much. Next thing is often like when you go and meet friends, you need to split bills. So especially like in the UK, whenever you go in a larger group, like the shop doesn't really want to split one by one the payment. So what often happens is that one person pays for the whole bill, and then you basically need to chase your friends to get your cash back or to make a money transfer, and the whole thing, you know, it's not very convenient. So what we came up with is a very easy way to just select your contacts in your address book, and then whether they're on Revolut or not, we just send them a request of your payment. They can easily accept it by either clicking a button in the app or entering the payment details in a web interface. And that's not enough. If you don't want to share your contact details with certain people, we have a functionality that you see other Revolut users in your proximity, and you can just easily send and request money to them. And this is all for free, and it's instant. Insurance products is obviously like a really important thing nowadays. So we added device insurance from £1 a day, and we added something called travel as you go insurance. So I often travel, and the thing is like you don't need a travel insurance for the whole year if you could just go for a week abroad. Or let's say you go skiing for a week. It doesn't really make sense to have like a massive global coverage. So what we came up with is like an easy, transparent solution that starts at £1 a day and easily allows you to add friends or family, and you can even get winter sports coverage. So in case you have an accident while skiing, like all the costs are covered. And then we introduced last year premium accounts. So premium accounts offer you like exclusive card designs, free global medical insurance, delayed baggage and flight insurance, and higher ATM withdrawal limits.
Banks have failed to move with the times, but we don't need them. Back in 11th century Italy, merchants from all over would exchange their different currencies for trade outdoors on benches, which is where we get the word bank from, banca. They started as a way of making our lives easier. Unfortunately, this all changed. As the bank profits grew bigger, customer experience was lost in a maze of paperwork and bureaucracy. They invented new and complicated ways of growing their margins, built on hidden fees and taking liberties with their customers' money. But there's a solution. Revolut Metal, a stainless steel card that does more than just look good. An authority to tear down borders, make our finances as mobile as we are. Free to spend in 130 currencies worldwide at the real interbank exchange rate. Think sending unlimited amounts of money abroad with no fees.
With free worldwide travel insurance. Think seamlessly buying and selling cryptocurrency in seconds and earning cash back instantly in the fiat or cryptocurrency of your choice. Access to 24/7 concierge from your phone to book what you want, when you need it.
For a truly borderless lifestyle. And all this in your pocket.
Demand more from your bank. Revolut Metal. Radically better.
So we just launched Revolut Metal basically a month ago, and since then we had like an amazing response from our community. We had over 50,000 card orders, ran out of card stocks, and we're basically opening up this week to our whole user base of nearly 3 million people. So if you still don't have a metal card, if you want a really nice concierge service, which gets you access to exclusive events like the MTV Music Awards, the British Fashion Awards, or just the NFL, go and check it out. I personally also like the fact that you get cashback and that you have all the perks that all the premium cards have included too. Something that is also very neat is like often personal loans. So the thing is like not everybody needs a loan, but sometimes it happens that you're short of money or that you need something to finance like a car purchase or like a wedding. So we always thought that like getting a loan and the process is quite slow, and it's not very convenient for the users. So we came up with a solution that allows you to get in a few minutes a quote for free about our loans. And you can get up to £25,000, and the repayment of the loan is quite flexible. So you can define like how fast you want to pay it back. If you want to pay back everything after 3 months, you're also free to go, and we don't charge you any penalty for this. And this is actually something like I personally really care about. I think like cryptocurrencies are great, and they're disrupting like the traditional finance sector. We launched cryptocurrencies in December last year, and we saw a massive uptake from our community. Since then, we're now supporting 5 different cryptocurrencies. And how it works is basically, it works like exchanging any other fiat currency. So you just select how much euros you want to exchange in, let's say, Bitcoin or a Ripple. And then the transaction happens in a few milliseconds. And you can also set up like alerts, so in case you want to see if the price is crashing or going up, so you can sell and make a profit. And this is the other product that we introduced a while ago. Revolut for Business basically allows a business customer like yourself to get the same benefits as our retail customers. We have over 60,000 businesses registered, and they are allowed to hold money on 23 currencies, get fast, free international money transfers at the interbank exchange rate. And also, they get access to corporate cards, which allows their employees spending when they're abroad. You can set limits. You can instantly increase these limits. And we have an open API. And this is quite exciting for like a lot of businesses. What it allows you to do is basically automate all your processes, financial processes. So for example, we have a car sharing company that basically like automated like the payout to the riders. So whenever a rider picks up the passenger and he completed the journey, there's an automatic payout triggered, and the rider instantly gets the money paid. He doesn't have to wait for a month for reconciliation. So what's next? We're introducing finally airport launches, which gives you access to hundreds of airport launches in the world at wholesale rates. We are launching groups so you can share all your payments with your family or in a flat sharing situation. You can manage how much each one paid, how much they owe you, and so on top of a finger. We're also trialing something called cashback rewards in the US, which is under the codename Perks. We want to reward the most loyal customers. We think like you're basically contributing a lot to our success, and we want to give back. So everyone that actually uses Revolut very frequently will get in the future access to instant cashback rewards. And these cashback rewards could be like it's merchants like McDonald's, Deliveroo, or any others. And how it works is essentially that when you go to McDonald's and you got a cashback reward, which is for, like, say, 50% off, just go there, you make your purchase, you can buy whatever you want, and we instantly reward you with 50% off your transaction value. And this is actually like probably the biggest announcement so far. We're working really, really hard to get this out still this year. And we're bringing commission-free trading to Europe. So you can buy and sell stocks without any charge. Also, businesses will be able to have free acquiring through Revolut business accounts. So this basically allows you to save a lot of costs, streamline your processes, and cut down on all the tools that you're using. And we also have some good news regarding our banking license. We are very confident that we're still getting it this year. And then we can offer European deposit protection scheme to all our customers, as well as fast and personal loans everywhere in Europe, and overdrafts. And this is not enough. Next year, we're expanding globally. We're launching in the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Hong Kong, Singapore, Japan, and a few other countries. And why is this so exciting for all existing users too is that in all these countries, you will be able to get your own account numbers. So payments, let's say if you earn money in Australia, you can easily do local payments to your Revolut account, exchange it, and pay it out back in Europe. Thank you.